How it do, how it be, how it is, everybody. Welcome in and welcome back to the season finale. One of two for this campaign, Rotten Toil. I am Sir Feffers, the humble dungeon master of the Longshot table, the primary dungeon master of the Longshot table, and today I get to have the honor of these amazing people jumping in for the first end of the narrative. It's been really fun to go along this journey with everybody, and it's been brutal. This has easily been one of the most brutal campaigns of the four that we stream weekly. And if you want to get caught up on any of those, you can head on over to YouTube. And if you would like to join our community, we're as chaotic as we are wholesome, you can find us over on the Discord. We have memes, dreams, and bingo. It's a good time. Yeah, let's go to the crew. And then we'll touch on the recap. Hannah, would you like to start us off?
Yes. Hello. It's me, Hannah Harper, also known as Hannah Plays D&D everywhere on the internet. And I am playing Cygni, our resident Furbolg druid. A big little guy with mismatched socks and a heart of gold. And I am afraid as to what Feff has planned for her today. Because I just walked into a room with some information that I don't know if I'm going to be pleased about finding. I'll throw it over to Jet.
Yo, what up? I'm Jet or Pingu, also known as Cos.Pingu across the interwebs. You can find me over on Tales Guild on Tuesdays playing as my Stargirl Asteroid. You can find me here on Thursdays playing as Lux. Lux is... Oh, I also do art commissions. There we go. Lux is a changeling warlock of you know the smoke person Valiant, who apparently fucky things happened to on Sunday. I've not seen the session. I've heard little tidbits. I'm a little concerned. And yeah, Lux is just a simple girl. She's done nothing wrong ever in her life before. Anyways, Steen, how you doing?
Oh, hi. How you doing? I don't know what I'm doing.
Your best.
My brain. Is it my best though? I don't know.
Sorry, I'll put on more ominous
I've been
music.
working all day. Hi, I'm Christina Steenker. You can also find me on the internet by looking up Steenker, sometimes with 3 R's at the end, but it's spelled with 2 E's, not an I. Yeah, I don't do content, but I might over the summer, because I will not be playing on Thursdays anymore until we start back up for the next season, and I won't be playing on Sundays anymore for the same reason. So, be on the lookout for potential streams. Potential streams in the way, but otherwise I play Amara on Sundays for Thistle and Quill, and I have a dragon, and I eat brains on this one, so I'm also super worried. Maybe there'll be brains I can eat to get some information today. I don't know, we'll see. I mean, Owen's brother-in-law did just die, so I could go out to that boat. I could go get it.
Sift around in the ash.
But yeah, come
salt.
to the Oregon Ren Fair if you're gonna be there for the last weekend of June. So next weekend, we'll be pirates, and you come see our shanty crew and maybe yell arg at us. And I will pass it off to Jared.
Yo, I'm Jared. I don't do anything on the internet but this. And yeah, I play Owen. Fighter, noble, sad boy. We just went into a strange teleporter thing. And we're somewhere. We gotta find out where.
Indeed. First, I'm going to ask everybody to make perception checks, and I'm going to give Owen advantage for reasons I will explain soon, maybe.
That's good.
But here's the recap. Lady Eleanor Fane is now a widow. The party is suspicious of the narrative that Rowett is to blame. Lux discovered from her dream-shorn contact that House Hwoden has one of these simulacrum assassins in their custody, and they've told no one. In the bedchambers where the assassination happened, the party found blueprints of a new kind of sky ship, a smaller one. that would only fit 2 or so people. These schematics are unfinished, some sort of technical riddle yet to be solved. Among these, they found the elusive DJ initials once again. These initials have popped up over and over in nefarious places and contexts. After mulling this over, they recalled the name Dower Jaren, the Tortle cleric they rescued from her associates, targeted for turning away from her fell god. After investigating the room further, the party found a teleportation circle crudely drawn behind a portrait of Orlin Fane. This teleportation circle drops the party into a strange place. As the party steps through the teleportation circle, the immediate thing that strikes home for Cygni is all of the Woden vestiges, all of the various paraphernalia, the banners and the sigils and the colors. Cygni, what? I'm putting you on the spot a little bit. What are, if you could pick, what would be Woden's house colors? You can pick 2.
Ooh, I think a deep, almost plum purple
Okay. Very
and
nice.
a silver.
Plum and silver. Beautiful. A sense of recognition for the Woden family pulls you up short. And then everyone teleports through and bumps into you. Let's get our
Well.
perception checks. Go ahead.
I got a 19.
Okay. Lux, perception check.
11.
11. Belthira.
17.
17. And Owen.
12.
High ceilings. Slightly different pressure levels. I would say that Cygni and Belthira would be the first to note that you're not in the same building you were in previously. You're somewhere else within the city of Tirta Effescent. Your initial surmisings that you were within the same massive tower is justified, as the structure itself is ultimately very similar. You see a very similar usage of the branding. The big tip-off is the windows. Not paned glass and wrought iron as if you've been accustomed to, but glassless, open to the air outside, albeit still incredibly barred and narrow to get through. But you see trees of green, eye level with you, and bird song, city noises as well. And it takes a beat. Room is very open. There's voices outside the tall door that's closed. Many crates. It's a strange mixture. Lux, the first thing you would notice in this scenario is that it's almost as if the furniture is all slowly being replaced. Some things are covered in dust covers and are in fact quite dusty. Other things seem new and having just been unpacked. There's a few crates here and there, and some of the older things have been piled up to be put into the crates, and other crates have clearly been brought in and are halfway through being unpacked. Owen. Lastly, it slowly dawns on you that you're in your childhood home. You're within the Fane Estates. But what's all this other house sigildry doing here? What is this? You recognize this room to be a classroom at one time. You took lessons here. You learned how to... Well, you gave a crack at fencing at one point here in this room. But the floor has been mended of the scuffs you've come to know so well. The Fane symbols are gone. Bit of vertigo. This room feels much bigger. An alien.
Can I go peek out the window into the courtyard area? Or
Yeah, as you can see in the side chat, and Ali, if you could post the second and third picture for me in the Discord. This building is
You posh twat.
pretty open in the middle. What?
This is your family home? Are you kidding me? I lived in a cave.
Asshole.
extremely rich. Have we not communicated properly?
You look
Disgustingly wealthy, in fact. Disgustingly.
It is a massive ring, a rectangular ring, but hollow in the middle. And Owen, you would have to, you come up and you step and you look in to this inner forested area. It was more garden and reserved, and now it seems to have been changed. This is not something that's been left to become wild. Someone brought the forest in and has since now become very difficult to see all the way through. It's possible in some places. It's not very big, but many trees now fill what you remember the gardens to be. Make a perception check for me once again.
That's better. 21.
Excellent. Ali, if you could post for me the 6th picture. There's one other thing that stands out that you've never seen before. And flitting from within the woods is this tiny little deer, little fawn, glowing as if with a silver light, flitting, scampering from tree to tree, and head down every now and then to root around in the dirt and investigate something or eat some roughage, and slowly looks up at you once you start observing it. Fawns don't have antlers. This one does.
I'm just gonna stare at, not trying to intimidate it or anything, but just kind of keeping its gaze and just observing, see what it's going to do. I'm not gonna shy away. I'm trying to figure out what we got going on.
Scampers and begins flitting away. Now it's giving off light, so you're kind of able to keep track of where it is, but it is doing the hiding from you bit so you can kind of see the antlers sticking out on the sides. Gives a little look every now and then, hides again. And you hear people everywhere, just not in this room. Staff, soldiers, aristocrats. Don't eat the cube. Chat, don't eat the cube.
You're not supposed to be looking at me. Do your thing.
You're all in front of me. So that's new.
Is my childhood home and the residence of my grandfather the same place?
Yes.
Just to confirm. Okay.
Yes.
So, okay. All right. Owen is gonna like rest a hand like on the windowsill there, and kind of feel the stone and. This is my grandfather's house.
As in, the sort of grandfather who tried to blow you up sort of house.
Yes. Childhood home. Sort of house, yes.
I mean, can
How
we go back
convenient.
through? Kind of pointing back towards where the
You point back,
sigils are.
and there is a much more permanent sigil here on the floor. And it seems that there was a rug that had been cast over it, which has since been kind of burnt away. You guys got kind of the corners now. That's all that's left.
Would your grandfather have any reason to kill your your sister's husband?
Sure. Any number of reasons. Some sort of maneuvering of the Toil house. Some sort of maneuvering of the Fane house. It's very possible.
You don't think that you'll be pleased with your arrival?
Who knows?
Right. Looking around, last time my hometown was mentioned.
Imshal, I believe it was. House Hwoden, governed Imshal and has since been displaced. They've been staying in the capital ever since, as it was all burnt to the ground. Fell miracles, forest fires that couldn't be put out.
Oh, it burned, and they picked up their stuff and left.
They
Preemptively?
survived.
They survived.
You're not sure otherwise. You and your druid circle were not in the city, but it was the city that was easily reachable. It was maybe a couple hours away, not even.
Right.
You were integrated with the city to a certain degree.
I'm gonna preemptively cast Paths Without a Trace on everyone. Just as we're hearing noises of people moving in and around, if Owen says that he doesn't think that we would necessarily be welcome, then let's keep it under the radar.
I'm not sure. I mean, we are technically here in an antagonistic capacity.
So like knives out, no knives out, or like what's the vibe?
The staff would be innocent. I mean, for the most part.
Door opens, and a person you've never seen before, Owen, comes in with a mop and a bucket. Closes the door, notes you guys, puts the bucket down, starts mopping the floor.
Hello! Kind of looking a little bit like a deer in the headlights at first as she realizes we've been seen, this person's seen us, and has just gone back to doing their work.
Good evening. Excuse me.
It just steps a little to the side. Sorry.
No, it's all right.
Looking to Owen this is your house kind of way. Kind of look back to you, look to the person, look back to you, look back to the person, look back to you.
I don't recognize your face. What should I call you, sir?
Oh, Jeffrey, it's nice to meet you. He's gonna hold a hand out, and he goes,
The full name.
and he's like, yeah, I'm new here. With the, They sent me over from some of the other buildings of Woden's estates. I'm still getting my bearings. This place seems to go on, and if it goes in a circle, it gets a little confusing for a little old me. I've gotten lost twice.
That it can. You said Woden.
Yes.
How long have they resided here?
Oh, well, I think we technically don't yet. But purchased was a couple weeks ago now, and we've been slowly moving things in.
What of the Fane house?
They sold it to us. I'm not sure, to be honest, the machinations of my betters and all of that. He does not know where you fit into, where the party fits into any of this, so he's just trying to be polite, but he's janitor.
Yeah.
Mop guy.
Yeah. Well, we'll stay out of your hair, thank you.
Oh, I don't have a sign yet, so don't, eat it.
We will be careful. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Imagine that's the thing that killed us.
Eat it? I'm sorry?
Don't fall
Eat the
and
floor.
hurt yourself. Yeah, don't, I don't know why I'm talking over
Break your
here.
jaw and bite off your tongue.
Is that
Yeah.
just slang?
So
Or I don't know what
to
sorry.
eat it, and I kind of put an arm over. So this is what that meant. Start explaining the slang colloquialism of it to her. See, back in the day, fill her in.
No, I want you to tell me it in Druid so I can really learn.
Yeah, absolutely. And she lets out the most guttural noise that sounds a little bit like if a butterfly flew into the back of it and then you choked it back out.
Okay, hang on.
But with a trill. Yeah. That means to eat shit in Druid.
Oh, okay.
What a language.
It's a beautiful tongue, really.
Janitor's just like...
Well, you never heard somebody speak Druidic before.
No, miss. What happened to the rug? And Hune goes, don't worry about it. Bit of a mishap. Pulls out his pipe. So clumsy. Starts mopping it. Picks up some of the burnt pieces.
Actually,
starts cleaning it up.
Owen's just gonna step over and just hit mending.
Oh, excellent, fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slowly, it takes about 18 seconds, but you're able to bring the carpet back to what it was. And this individual either is a fantastic liar, or the Jeffrey is either a fantastic liar, or he just doesn't know anything about magic and doesn't know a magic circle when he sees one. Which tells you a lot. This is a high fantasy setting. There's a lot of magical shenanigans. Means he's lives out a ways. Likely.
He's a normie.
Yeah, he's new to city life.
Certainly content to keep to himself, so.
Yeah, he's a good old. Sorry, he's a good mop.
Okay, so. Do we look for that simulacrum while we're here? I could think of a few places where they might have stored it.
Yes.
I'll turn back to Jeffrey. Is the Lord in?
Which one?
And I'll look to Owen, trying to remember the name of your grandfather. Is he here in the building?
I mean, the Fanes are gone, so.
Lord Woden is on the premises, and I'm to understand that Fane's ship will be arriving in the eve. There's been some concern about the trees. You know, Owen, that the rather impressive skyship that your grandfather likes to embark upon and kind of also live on can dock perfectly in the center of the building.
Hmm.
Is there like a particular like cage or something to catch it, or like a tower in the center, or are we expecting to crush all the trees?
Likely it will not like land down and crush all the trees, but one or two are at risk. You know, it's not ideal, but it won't be just like flatten and kill everything or anything like that. Like the little fawn, for example, unless something really goes wrong, is probably going to be fine.
I'm imagining kickstands. Just
Just little. Thank you, Den.
I kind of like to think we just stand there and watch Jeffrey do his mopping and then leave, and then talk after he's gone.
Yeah, definitely. He definitely would. It'd take him like 10 minutes, but he does a good job, you know. And at one point, you think he's done, comes back with fresh water and keeps on going, and then he leaves.
I'm a like a silver piece at him for his trouble.
Bing. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Goodness.
Don't spend it all in one place or something like that.
It's incredibly kind. Heads on out. He makes a wish and then ding goes in the bucket.
Oh, it is possible that your grandfather maybe murdered or had dealings with your sister's husband. And now we're in your childhood home, now his home, looking for... And I'll kind of like recap what we're doing because Hannah is trying to like figure out what we're doing next. Do we head back through or do we stay here and investigate?
Well, Woden has captured one of the simulacrum assassins, so it could be some valuable information. But I don't.
I think it would be wise to potentially find where the simulacrum is soon and maybe vacate before the airship arrives.
And we don't have any description of this simulacrum. Like, we've never
No, but
seen this person. Right, so I can't do, like, locate creature, for example.
no, unfortunately. But you know that they'll probably be under custody of some kind. Oh, and there's no, like, prison within this building, though.
Sure, but I would be looking for maybe like an arcane study or
Absolutely.
Was there a good spot in your childhood that you used to lock your sister in, as, like, most big brothers do? There's gotta be one.
Horrible.
It's actually the other way around. Owen's the younger.
Where did you get locked in as a child?
Oh, that would be funny. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could probably, I assume, you know, I could think of like some out of the way places or maybe a target or two, you know, that we could go check.
Absolutely. We are going to grab our first break right there, and we'll be back. We've set the stage. And just like that, we return. It's an odd, unsure time that we have here. Who's playing who? Who's taking advantage of what? What's the game here? We need answers. We need to find this prisoner, this assassin that Woden did not declare they had. And we know that the grandfather is going to arrive in his ship come nightfall. Owen, make a history check.
How about a 22?
22. You've kept some tabs on the estates, but not intensely. Let's see. You do out the gate hear a mirthful humming that you recognize. It's a ways down, maybe out the door and to your right until you reach the first corner. But you do know that the house chef of this estate has either not left yet or is remaining, because you smell the smells and you hear the humming. You wonder who else might still be here. Generally, not many faces are familiar to you.
What was I chill with the chef? Was the chef chill with Grandpa?
Chef does not have any guile or ambition. Chef love food. Chef Too Chill is a joyous individual. I wouldn't say his ambition goes any farther than maybe making the overcomplicated dessert. If the party would like, we could spend some time just studying and trying to stay out of sight. We do have Pass Without Trace up, and we are technically in what you could call a dungeon. And it's rather donut-shaped. So there's through the woods to cut in between, or going right or left from this room, precisely. The hallway is wide, and the windows tall, high-ceilinged. Lots of reverb here. And in other news, Halo does perk up a little bit. And Hune is like... Hush, 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 hush. As Halo has been rolled up like a newspaper and tucked away.
Is Owen able? I was just about to say, can Owen make just like a history check to get a vibe on if there is this thing that we need to find? Where might it be in the house, considering it was once his?
Sure. Things have been repurposed, but I'll say with a 22, there is there is a storage room that could be repurposed. With a 22, I would say that there is a what's the term? A wine basement. A wine cellar. Thank you.
Cellar.
Wine
like,
basement's
so close.
pretty good.
Well,
Yeah,
not
thanks.
there yet.
A wine cellar that could be repurposed, a little more tucked away. The issue is you don't really know too much of where to go. If you want to go towards the wine cellar, that'd be toward the kitchen. If you want to make your way towards what you remember to be the storage room, kind of big, concrete. I say concrete, big slabbed stone and unadorned, heavy beams. You would have to go left.
I'm gonna loop back and ask again. What kind of rapport do I have with Chef Tuchel?
Chef,
Was he like there as I was growing up?
yes, he's been there the whole time.
Are we kind of maybe not like tight, but like tight? You know what I mean?
I would say you were never unkind with each other. And he was kind with everybody. So in that, he's a little ambiguous, but I would say that you would never suspect him to be in cahoots with your grandfather.
If I were to go talk to him, is there could I like reasonably assume he could be cool about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Totally
Cool about it is vague, but I'm pretty sure yes.
Yeah,
you know.
Not if I were to be like, hey, I'm not here, but let's have a conversation. Is he gonna?
He might need a little persuasion.
And that's fair enough.
He might need a little persuasion, but he's
possible at all.
It is definitely possible. Okay. Definitely within the realm of possibility.
I know the chef. I mean, he was the chef when I was growing up here. But he might be able to tell us if there's a heavier guard that he's having to send food to. They'll all need to be fed.
Can you trust
Could-
the chef?
Yes. As much as you can trust a neutral staff member.
I'll follow your lead.
Yeah, and maybe we can grab some biscuits along the way.
That's,
Ooh, food.
I'm sure, doable.
Thank you, Audric, for this up. Okay, are we sneaking, walking brashly? How are we going about this? We've got to pass without
what's
trace out.
The state of the hallway, is it bustling? Is it...
There's quite a few people moving about, be it soldiers or staff, the occasional aristocrat of Hwoden, House Hwoden.
Is there a servants' quarters path to get to the kitchen?
Honestly, fair. Let's find out. Okay.
Jared went, but this is my home.
Yeah.
There is. It is, let's see. There is a narrow passway on the outside circle of the establishment. Not every room has access, but go ahead and make a history check to see if this one does. Not always super obvious passages. This one does not have an easy... 9? I don't think so. But Hune will investigate. He likes rocks. Hune will be like, passageways. And he rolls a 14. Spends some time. Studies the floor a little bit. Scuffs it. Fucking mending makes this tricky. Unless you want me to start taking a hammer to some of these cobblestones, some of these bricks that you've got laid here.
Shouldn't be that hidden. It's not all of them. Only some of the servants' passages would be blended into the walls.
If what you say is true, one way or another, there is a small hall on the other side of this brick wall.
The entrance may be from the next room over.
Goes up to that wall and starts studying it.
The adjacent room.
He does not come up with anything.
I just can't quite remember. But a servant's passage would be a good idea. That way. Just
Can I
draw
help look
this.
for secret doors?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Can I peep out and into the hallway?
Make a perception check.
I rolled a 2, so it's an 8.
22.
22 and an 8. The two of you, Hune and Lux, spend a good amount of time looking for like scuffs on the ground to indicate, or any kind of missing chisel, or any kind of like any of the mortar being odd or misplaced, and you're not coming up with anything. And it's a similar frustration about the mending. With mending, you can really get rid of a lot of obvious things. Cygni takes this time to take a peek, and then a little bit of a double take as you recognize Thros. Thros is the individual you met outside the Vintic door, the drow with the sharpened teeth that was dodgy at worst, odd at best. And you kind of look down the hallway and you note kind of some more individuals. There's a younger maybe halfling that's running around, and a few other individuals. You get a glimpse of the chef, who is this very tall, dimple-cheeked, portly man who is kind of dancing a little bit as he hums, and he's picking up a few more washcloths and the like and throwing them over his shoulder. You see a couple of these aristocratic individuals. You think it's possible you recognize one of them, but you're not quite sure, as you never really got too close with any of the Huoden nobility, as you didn't really reside within the city of Imshal. And you're just about to go back when your visage clears the forest in the middle of the structure again, and petting the this deer that gives off moonlight is the drow you recognize as Thros, met in the cave. My music has stopped. How daremst. You were gonna say?
I think I'm just gonna sling back.
Back in you go and you close the door. That's a lot. That was a lot.
Thros? Here? That way? The...
What are you doing here?
I don't know. It's your house. She says.
Not this house anymore.
Any luck with the door?
No.
Right.
We might
Then
just
I
have to make our way. Maybe we pick up a box or something. And...
Just hide behind it. I pick up a crate and I put it
No,
into
just look like
Owen.
we're doing
I give Owen a
something.
large plant to put in front of his face.
We just
I feel like
we're-
you're the most noticeable. I say at 5, 6, 7.
Antlers.
Sure.
Okay. The party kind of gears up to look a little less inconspicuous. And makes their way. Where are we going? What are we doing? What's the move? We gotta go see the chef. We gotta go see Thros. We gotta go wander around, look for some of these other storage areas, or the wine cellar. What's the move?
I mean, the idea was to go talk to the chef.
Then, the party, laden with wares to look busy, mosey out and along. Begin making their way down this long hallway, the sun setting to one side, and kind of giving this just an empty, ominous vibe. There's the kind of god rays streak down and alongside at an angle, and you're further displaced, Owen, when you realize there's so many people that have been replaced that they don't recognize you. The chef, however, in the butt, turns and looks at you all, and does just immediately just furrowed eyebrows, looks at you carrying a large pot, and he goes,
Yeah, just like set it down by the door. Just forgotten.
"Well, good to see you again." And he's gonna look around a bit, look down at the thing again that you were carrying, which he seems confused by, and goes back up to you and goes, "It's been so long. Mwah, mwah." Come in and hello the rest of you.
Yes, it has, Chef.
Hungry?
Cygni?
A spot of
Literally
soup.
always.
Excellent. Turns and then kind of seemingly effortlessly drags over a table and kind of starts putting little plates down, and he starts unfolding some chairs and starts putting them around. It's roughshod, but works well. And he's going to make an insight check on the party. Natural 20. And move the table a bit farther into the pantry so as not to be seen easily by looking directly into the kitchen from outside. And oven's open, bread is brought out, honey butter and the like is melted and put to the side. And soon he's humming along as the party kind of sits within this pantry in the shadows, enjoying a little bit of warm bread, and he starts preparing some stew. He comes over to Owen and just kind of puts this big floppy hat on your head that just kind of messes with the contours, a little bit, and clearly was meant for the chef's head, which is significantly larger, and so it kind of just does somewhat of a job further camouflaging you to a certain degree.
Honestly, I don't think anyone would recognize me besides you. How many other staff are still here?
Oh, there's been a few. The governess is still around, now going to be hired on to teaching the young ones, of course. Emma, if you needed a reminder. Couture is here for now, but I'll be leaving soon. Which is the butler, the hunt master. Master of the hunt. Coet is around here somewhere, I'm sure. Yes. Stippy! Stippy is still around. He didn't want to leave his poor grandmama, so he's going to be staying around here. And he is the valet and slash stable hand. It's coaches and horses, as best he can. Stippy to be a little sketchy, a little sticky-fingered, a little halfling. Let's see. You do not trust Coacher, the butler. He is known for his cryptic mind games in support of your grandfather, and is probably one of his right hands, as it were. The governess, you've never really been able to get a beat on, but was essentially one of your tutors growing up.
Why the sale?
Something about... I didn't hear much, mind you. I'm not interested in the various movings of politics and the like. It's a little above my pay grade. But... it kind of does the look of, however...
I do make all the tea.
I think your grandfather, our Lord Edric, is beginning to distance himself from the political spheres. He's very intrigued by this thing. Guilds? I'm not quite sure what they are yet. Someone explained them to me, but it's still a new concept to my old mind. Guilds, they're the... Not sure. No, know much about it. I guess we'll see what happens. He seems to be invested in all of them.
Interesting.
Terribly sorry to hear about your sister. I do hope she comes by.
She said that she planned on it. Well, but I tried to dissuade her. I'll have to make her favorite food. And he starts becoming much faster, but still manages to stay in conversation with you. Busies himself, and every night he comes over to the rest of the party. I didn't get you anything else, and he's already got like these bowls of soup he's starting to put out, and some tea and the like, and ice water.
What kind of guilds is huh?
Guilds, yeah. So these.
I'm curious. Like, what kind of guilds is he putting his little fingers in?
Oh goodness, that's loud. I apologize. I'm still unclear as to what a guild is. But I know that there's soon to be a culinary one, and it's quite prestigious. Or is declaring itself prestigious? I'm not really sure how all this works, because they're not anymore backed by any house like or aristocrat, as far as I can tell. They're by the people and for the people, but they still somehow also have some kind of sway. I'm not really sure how any of that works. It doesn't seem to make sense to me, but it could be a step in the right direction. We'll have to see. Time will tell. And even in the culinary guilds, our very own Idric Fane had a few questions for me, said he could sound impressive when he needed to speak on terms of the culinary arts to his new investments. I don't fully understand why he would do this, but also distance himself from the capital and start pulling up stakes, as it were. I've even heard word he might sell his what's the term I'm looking for? Sorry, I don't know much about any of this. His title. He might sell his title. You can see a kind of worried face. I don't get what he's doing at all.
He's expecting the nobility to fall.
Well, that's...
Or he's looking to drop it himself.
Concerned face, but he's not correcting you either. he's stayed on Idric's good side by being a phenomenal chef, but he is not a fool. He knows of your grandfather's machinations and his anger.
Soup's good as always.
You're always a good boy. Anything I can get you guys? Says, you see now that the chef's hands are wringing and worried, and he's distracting himself by taking care of everybody.
Do I have garlic bread? Sorry.
No, order the food. I was only going to ruin the mood.
What else? Please.
I think
What's
Cygni's
your favorite food?
elbow deep in a cookie jar in the corner, so I don't know if she's actually paying attention to what's
Soup
going
bowl
on.
empty.
She's like all the way in, and only like just looks back up with at least two in her mouth.
So good.
Like, how does Cygni get so deep in that jar?
Belthira.
What's-
Oh, go ahead.
What's your favorite food?
Eggs Benedict.
I don't know what that is.
Out comes the hollandaise. Starts cutting green onion. Now that he's kind of got a thing and he's kind of talking and he's on a roll, he kind of finds a little bit more rhythm. You see that he gets a little more composed and he kind of stands up a little straighter as he goes and eventually looks to the group, willing to communicate further. Boils an egg.
Has there been any extra requests for food delivery lately? Maybe an extra group of guards to stray to one of the storage rooms.
There's, of course, various restrictions, dietary and all of that, now that we've rotated in other people, but there was one that was kind of strange. I didn't quite like it. Was, they wanted old food. And not like aged food, old food, hard tack and watered down, whatever. Just one, daily.
Where's it sent?
It's picked up by Coet.
Of course.
Asked for by the butler.
He could take it anywhere.
Don't like it.
Can I do just like a history check on what I might know of simulacrums?
Sure.
Just like, what do you actually need to do to keep them going?
Sure, yeah.
Is it something you have to do? Is it just something that stores? Is it some kind of like energy? Like I Hannah, don't actually know that much.
You can
so
make
I
a
wouldn't even know
history
where to
or
start.
an arcana check.
Well, let's
Don't
take a look.
think you need anything.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they keep going. They cannot. Oh, well, I'll wait for your check.
They're exactly the same, so let's give it a go.
Ooh.
That's a 17.
Okay. They do not recover HP by long resting and cannot benefit from long rests in that they cannot get their spell slots back and the like. They do endure. The duration is until dispelled. Is it 18? The
17.
17. If you cast the spell again, any currently active duplicates you created with this spell are instantly destroyed. If a simulacrum is damaged, you can repair it in an alchemical laboratory using rare herbs and minerals worth 100 gold per hit point it regains. The sim lasts until it drops to 0 hit points, at which point it reverts to snow and melts instantly.
Is there any canonical do they eat or not? I suppose it's up for decision. Does say
No, it does not specify. Though, I will say and I'll say this also with the 17, the simulacrum lacks the ability to learn or become more powerful. So it never increases its level or other abilities, nor can it regain extended spell slots. So if it's as extreme as that, I don't think this creature made from magic has the need for food.
Why is it asking for stale bread?
You have a prisoner you want to treat poorly? Keep weak?
Probably not the simulacrum.
Sorry, hold on. Above the table, I was thinking the simulacrum was the prisoner.
We discovered
Yeah.
that it can't be. So there might be two
Yeah.
prisoners. One a sim, one not a sim.
Would the non-sim be the sim's, like, caster?
You're not
Not
sure.
necessarily caster, but it could be the original.
Mm-hmm.
The sim is a copy, a
Caster.
suggestible copy of of an individual.
Oh, that's right.
Are there any, like, laboratories around?
Make a history check.
Me or Owen, since he's the one who knows the place?
You.
19
There was an
plus 7. 26.
There was one in the bedchambers back in the tower where Lady Eleanor's late husband Sensen was assassinated. But they're bringing it up. Oh, and you would know that there is one here as well. Probably, if it hasn't been replaced. That would be in the study with which you were tutored. One of the studies with which you were tutored in.
There is one here as well. Is it far? Or is it close?
Far.
It's
It's gonna be a day's ride out.
Yeah. It's on the other side of the house.
Well,
Could be
could
a
that
good
be a
place,
good place to start? They owe me a soda. Jinx.
What is this soda?
Bagels. Poached egg. Or boiled egg. Hollandaise sauce. Capers. Not capers, sorry, green onions. Brought to you. Eggs Benedict. Or English muffins, not bagels. So, two-wheel muffins? I don't know how that would work. We can make it sound
Would I
like
have
all
ever
Inshaw
seen?
muffins.
Would I have ever seen a meal look this decadent?
Not unless conjured with magic. So you've never seen someone by hand make something this decadent, which shows a proficiency.
This is impressive.
Oh.
Maybe one day I'll have to learn how to cook from you.
Happy to help.
Every I've ever known has only ever conjured food like this.
Sorry. Incredibly valid. Conjuring food, yes.
I'm just gonna dig in.
Is pleased.
Now, the dice, do I like it?
Ooh.
What kind of check would that be? Or am I just doing a straight
You're
roll?
just kind of having fun with it.
Alright, a 13.
13?
Not my favorite, but it's good.
All right. Excellent fare.
I'll have to learn how to make this sometime. Have you guys ever had this before?
Many times.
Yeah, there was
very
a time when I had impersonated this hoity-toity rich person, and I had it a few times.
Cygni?
Hoity-toity, huh?
Personally, I think that an egg is kind of holy and shouldn't be messed with. She kind of looks at it.
But
It's perfect on its own.
brains.
Everyone
Writes
needs
this
to
down
eat.
as allergies need to be taken into account for when. What was your name?
Cygni.
Cygni, right?
I'll turn back to Belthira and say, would one turn up their nose at the vulture who eats a carcass on the side of the road?
Yes.
Ooh, everything's got to eat. Much like you. That's good.
Fair enough.
Point.
I have a question, because you have everybody's dietary restrictions. Is Ithric Fane allergic to anything?
Oh.
So we can avoid it? Too long of a pause, my bad.
No, just unexpected.
Let's take him out.
This is like poisoning, right? Just
Potentially.
As somebody who recently acquired an EpiPen, is he?
he's gonna like chew on this for a moment and then look over to Owen for any kind of guidance there.
I'm not sure why they want to know, but
He's
To avoid it.
technically allergic to sweet onions and grass.
Interesting. Okay. I will avoid that when I cook for him.
And I will avoid
If I-
you.
Are you no.
A little terrified of Lux, just a healthy dose of fear.
Hell yeah.
Well, I need to summon in some of the staff to prepare for the feast tonight. Do you need anything else?
that will do, Chef Tuchel. Thank you.
I'm sorry, did you say feast tonight? As in, how many people will be attending the feast?
Oh, over 100. The list has gotten a little out of hand.
Really?
actually.
Do you have it?
Oh, yes, of course.
Can I just like take a glance at and see if I recognize any of the names that might be coming to hang out? Over 100
Absolutely.
people.
You begin to peruse the list. You recognize a few names of the Woden family. Not the head of house by far. The individual who was in power within the family ever since the fires has retired. A little early for their age, but it was the death of a city. Charleston and Oki. Oki Woden and Charleston Woden.
Who names their child Oki?
Oki's cute.
Oak for a grown man,
Grown woman.
Little Okie
grown
pokey.
woman, still. Basically child abuse.
Married into the family.
What does it stand? Okay, Oki is the nickname. What's the full?
You think it's the nickname? Tisn't.
Middle name Doki.
Damn.
Now I like it. We've gone full circle. I think Cygni takes a look at just the extent of the names that are kind of rolling out in front of her, and her eyes will kind of slowly rise to the others in a we need to keep moving and quickly before this amount of people show up. Kind of nod her head to the door.
I'll grab a sweet onion before we leave.
Outback Steakhouse full blooming onion into a bag.
Valid. Yeah, the little sweet onion is akin to grass. And then you just grab the opposite inverse Cygni of just this massive pumpkin of an onion and tuck it away. Where are we going?
I guess we go back to our little cubby, our little storage room,
Okay.
little teleport room.
Okay.
Any other ideas?
I thought we were gonna try maybe the laboratory.
Laboratory's on the far side.
Can cut
Well,
through
how
the
long we
woods. We can
So we
stealth
could
our
cut
way
through the
through
woods. But
More.
we haven't
cover.
discussed it. So I feel like we go to room and discuss.
Hmm.
We could pick up grass on our way through too. If we go through the middle. Stick it all in his bed.
Kill him.
Put it in his toothpaste. Put it in his shampoo. Okay.
I think Cygni will begin to head towards the door.
Okay.
We'll kind of shoo them out rather quickly after.
Okay. You guys are out in the hallway. Where are we going? Which way?
We gotta pick up our items. We gotta pick up our like.
Yeah. You guys
conspicuous
pick up all
items.
your pots, your bits
Boxes.
and bobs.
We
A really large mirror that we're just carrying around in the hallway.
Just like a two-person, like.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Where to? Where are we going? We've got
To
two
the
different
cubby.
ideas. To the cubby?
To the cubby.
To
All right.
discuss.
Now everyone roll for me a performance check.
What a heavy
Ah.
mirror! Do I get advantage? You laughed. Come on.
I don't see how that
You can't go. Fine.
I'm using my
I agree,
inspiration.
it's very funny.
No, it's okay. It's fine.
I maybe rolled a nat 1 for a grand total
You
of
dropped the
3.
mirror. It was a 2-person.
I used my
Okay.
inspiration, so my 2 is rewrote to a 4. But with 4, I get a +4, so it's 8.
I got a 17.
I got a 14.
What's
Okay.
a heavy mirror?
Okay.
Fragile.
Stand by. Okay. Still garbed in your Cleric of Death attire. There is a moment where keeping track, you're focused, and then someone passing by turns and goes, death follows. And that was, you look and you turn and there's such a knee-jerk reaction to have that moment, and you do manage to trip yourself up a little bit. And while it's not a huge broken mirror, it is broken enough and makes enough of a noise that from one of the doors, a older woman slowly steps through the door and looks around. Roll stealth, as this takes a second.
Remember your +10.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Okay, so then 16 is 26 plus my 11.
It's
Okay.
37.
Okay.
And that's why we preemptively cast Pass Without a Trace.
23.
27.
Sorry. 25.
Okay.
35.
You can hear Governess Ama chastising the individual that she believes dropped and broke this mirror. Now, as you guys have vaulted over the windows and are now hiding within the small stony area between the building and that inner forest, kind of in the bushes, as it were, and you hear no, there was a cleric. There was a cleric. I swear. No, my lady, I'm not. No, I promise. And there's just hushed words, but eventually, no clerics are allowed on the grounds, dear. You know this. But there was a cleric. Insight checks. Come in, dear. Tell me more about this cleric. What did she look like? Can you hear eek of the door closing? Oh, and that's not great news. Ama is very intelligent, but not necessarily aligned. You don't know for sure to be aligned with your grandfather. Risky business. You feel a small sense of dread, regardless.
Belthira's gonna look over at Owen. Why aren't clerics allowed on the premises?
That's new.
I don't know. That was not a rule when I lived here.
That's not a good sign.
No, it isn't.
This entire land must be defiled.
It's also a lit fuse before the guards will know there's some kind of intruder here.
Well, is there anything that I can disguise myself with?
I mean, if you want to just appear as a staff, do you have spells? What's at your disposal?
Oh, you know what? I do have Oh, did we above the table really fast. After last episode, did we get a long rest?
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty sure. Last episode?
I mean, we were full rested, and then we went to a funeral, and then we touched a wall.
Yeah, I'd say...
No, but probably on...
You were long rested when you tree strode to the capital. That was the last time we've
I've
long
been
rested.
since
Yeah.
then.
Okay. I had cure wounds used. Did I heal somebody?
Not while you weren't there. Whoa, while you were there.
I remember some kind of cure wounds.
I'll just
We
keep it
did.
marked up.
We did. Was it? Could it have been in the church that we walked in and
No, you're
There
long
was
rested
the-
after that.
after the body situation?
Yep, because you guys went back to the estates, rested back up, and went through the tree.
Okay, then I don't know.
The
I don't remember.
tree. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it marked off. Okay. I am going to cast disguise self,
Okay.
and I will appear as staff.
Okay, excellent. Kind of this rippling illusory effect. This attracts the attention of the little fawn, which kind of gets over towards you guys and kind of gets a little closer to you, Belthira. And bonks you. Not hard, just a bonk with a little antler. And you sense a radiant pulse. Looking closer, you realize to be some kind of minor celestial.
Hello.
Little prance dance.
I'm gonna try to pet it.
It's slightly painful, and your hand goes kind of numb. But it does respond. Roll animal handling at disadvantage.
Interesting. Animal handling disadvantage, so 17.
17. Okay. Kind of stays by you now, and kind of getting everybody's vibe a little bit, but keeps kind of gravitating back to the cleric and just kind of little touch of like 1 radiant damage, you know, not anything too crazy, but and then that spot kind of goes numb. Moonlight seems it's corporeal. It is a physical being. It just glows.
I'm gonna whisper to Cygni. Are you able to talk to this little one?
I can definitely try. I'll cast Speak with Animals.
You cast Speak with Animals? Check. Nope.
Hello. Do I in any way understand what it's saying?
It is celestial.
Got it.
Is it obviously celestial, or is that kind of...
Only Cygni can hear this, as it is the and I would say it's not a celestial you're familiar with. A dialect, if you were, that you've ever heard before. Seems new.
I think Cygni's gonna like get right up close to it if it'll let, as it's making these kind of tweeting and tooing sounds. And I think she's gonna kind of squint her eyes. She'll stop speaking for a moment, and she's gonna use telepath, which is something that she has. It's the feat that she has, and she'll just kind of think. Can you understand me?
It sends you a warm glow of recognition. Its mind is that of wind chimes and aeolian tones, like a cliff, or maybe a ravine, like a deep ravine that has the wind whistling through it, but tuned real high. It seems intelligent, but not wholly capable of communication in... It's very alien to you.
Oh.
To this.
Halo. Halo's technically a celestial, right?
Halo is a fae.
Fuck!
A night fae, to be clear.
Worth a shot. Alright. I think I'll kind of listen for a moment. Having gotten a warm glow of recognition in probably that it understands at least vaguely what we're talking about, but I can't understand it for shit. I'll kind of turn back to Belthira and just kind of shake my head. I don't speak
Worth a shot.
celestial.
Sorry to contradict, but it is able to communicate with emotions and kind of visions and suggestions and stuff like that. So you're welcome to kind of
do charades.
I'd say mentally, feel free to explore that, and you will get vague and cryptic answers, but they're not.
Okay.
It's not nothing.
I can kind of meld my brainwaves with its brain chimes, if you wish to ask it questions, but I can't promise the translation will be exact.
Chimes, you say?
Chimes.
It's still hoofs.
I wish I could hear it.
if you can read my mind, then you can listen to me in its mind and kind of do this roundabout sort of thing.
And you know what?
So long as you don't have to eat my brains to do it.
No, I have a feat. Also, hold on. I think it's mind link. Dual mind. No, wait, no, that's not it. Mind link, yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
So, I can link. Should I link my mind? It says with any creature you can see within 130 feet.
You can do what Cygni's suggesting and kind of piggyback and kind of through Cygni.
Okay. Are you
I'll
okay
turn
if I
back.
let mind link with you?
Yeah, for sure. Can't promise there's much in there.
There's plenty in there.
Maybe. I like the idea that you get inside, it's just like a fucking dust bunny goes by.
Interesting.
She's all
Tumbleweed.
heart, not a lot of head. I'll turn back to the wee celestial now that I've, you zap into my brain. I can feel you in there. It's kind of an odd feeling. If you could scratch the back of it, just like that one spot, keep missing.
A little
Turn
goat
back a
hoof
little.
stamp.
Yeah, a little twitch of the ear goes as you lock in. My antlers are acting as like little radio catchers. Turn back to the little thing. Pop our horns together for a moment, and just think, why are you here?
Belthira, what you're able to kind of get an impression of through all this is that there's some kind of protectorate. And they're newish. New to lucidity. Of woods, of a land that's been burned to the ground. And they're a little lost, and they've been lost for some time, and they're really excited about their new, what you would call enclosure. Because it's being taken care of, and it's able to think a little more clearly now, and food is nice, and the pets. And then hearing that, I think you might perceive a bit into Cygni's mind. So I would ask Cygni what hearing all of this would look or sense like, but you're discovering between the two of you all that there is a minor deity here before you. You never heard of anything like this by the druid circles of the woods that are now in question to be the ones that have burnt down. But this is, according to this little guy, the protector of your home forests that have burnt down. And they're brand spanking new. They're younger than the forests are gone.
I think Cygni has this big smile as this creature starts to communicate in chimes. And as it is speaking, and it is feeling these things, hearing these sounds, I think slowly, piece by piece, she begins to deflate in a way, staring at this creature a little bit like you would your childhood home, but after it's been renovated. As you come back to it 20 years later, and there's some other kid playing on the lawn, the roof is a different color, and the streets don't look like they did. And she's sitting there, hunched over, looking at this thing, and just slowly begins to kind of hike up her knees And she doesn't draw her gaze away from it until it's done.
It kind of goes on to inquire, like this questioning tone that lilts upwards at the end as to who you are, who you all are.
It's asking who we are. And I look up to the others.
Well, it seems I'm thinking this. It seems trustworthy.
Yes. I think so.
Is it safe here?
I'm kind of
Might be taken care.
transfer the brainwave through.
It seems to kind of mull this over. He seems to grow very sad. No. But there's no safe places left.
Oh, that breaks Cygni's heart. I think that she gets fully onto her two knees and will kind of almost like pat them the way you would like trying to get a cat to come up and just like take a seat. She doesn't care if it stings. But she just wants to hold this thing.
You hold this thing. And you're going to take some ongoing ticking, very minimal radiant damage, but you learn of an effect that as you put your head against it, while your head goes numb, you also have like an almost dissociative experience. And it's trying to help you. Belthira?
Can I tell if this ground has been desecrated? Because clerics aren't allowed here.
Make an Arcana check. Sorry, a religion check.
Oh, that's God.
I'm assuming that
Right.
means this is an important conversation. Why don't we keep a lookout, Lux?
Yeah.
Make perception checks, the two is.
Not rolled above a 10. 14.
16.
16? Okay. The only individual in this garden you can see a ways away now is now sitting at a bench, back against a tree. Thros is crocheting?
An evil activity.
And we'll be right
The
back.
evilest.
And we're back. Cygni, it's things hurt less. The initial pain is not pleasant, but this disassociative, emotionless state, you would, if you had eaten something in the forest and it gave you this effect, you would proceed with caution. But it's not entirely unpleasant, given the emotional weight that you've had to carry all this time. And that in itself is almost, I wouldn't say it's necessarily a red flag, but it could become something bad, something depended on. If that makes sense.
Hold there for a moment. And slowly begin to kind of pull my head up and back, still letting it sit upon my lap. Should it wish?
Soon all the mental pain comes back, settles back into its usual place. The loss returns, the river stones become smooth because they stay at the bottom of the lake, much like memories that you pour over again and again and again. Old pains go back into place.
I don't think. I think it's a little like, you know when you have a heavy bag on your back and you've been carrying it for a long time, you finally set it down for a moment only to pick it back up and it feels heavier? That's what it feels like. And she has to sit there for a moment, looks back to it and realize how dangerous that is, and will kind of gently scoot it, get it back up, give it a scritch, and will kind of sharply pull herself away, looking a bit white as a sheet, really. Is there somewhere you would like to go? We can get you somewhere safe.
It doesn't... Again, it gives you a profound sadness, as it doesn't believe that there is a safe place that it could ever go to. It doesn't think that that exists anymore with the death of the forest it was to protect, that it believes it probably resided in some way, shape, or form, but it was before it was here. And with a 28 on religion, Belthira, it keeps looking back at you. It seems to hone in on your deific magic, you know, as a powerful celestial, or sorry, cleric. Goodness, the thought occurs to you as you observe the now holy ground that you realize you're standing in, that it has recreated this forest. You realize, Belthira, that you're standing, in a way, in Cygni's forest, regrown, reborn, remade. You don't know what the investiture was like here before, but it belongs to this fawn now. It doesn't even seem to know what it's doing. It seems to be running on instinct, deific instinct, if you could call it that. This is entirely out of the scope of everything you've learned about the 12 of the Pantheon and all of that. This is almost folksy. That's never a term you would have applied to this.
Yeah. Belthira's gonna get on her knees next to Cygni, and she's gonna put her hand on top of hers and say, the fawn did all of this. What if the fawn can help rebuild your forest?
I think for a moment, Cygni falters. You place your hand on hers, say this. She'll look up to you, look up to the forest, and I think it is only by your prompting that the recognition hits that the forest is similar, the same kind of trees, the pattern of the leaves, even down to the stones that sit in the dirt. It seems familiar in a way that she hadn't. And I think she's a little saddened that she'd forgot. For a moment, there is this deep breath that she takes in, and as the possibility hits her, before the smile cracks, she kind of presses her lips together as she tries to form words, but they don't quite make it out. She turns her head towards you and says, "There would be no one left to live in it."
But you could rebuild. You saved the Eld. They may not be a part of your circle, but maybe they'd be willing to be a part of your circle.
Cygni will kind of bite her lip, as if she wants to dismiss this. Thinks better of it. Will nod. Maybe. It would be nice to see
I
you
am
again.
sorry that you went through something so horrific.
Thank you. And I'm sorry too. And she kind of turns to the creature. Not that she can really understand the sentiment, but she hopes that it can feel the feeling of the
understands
two
regret.
of them funneling in.
Yeah.
Her and Belthira. She's maintaining that link.
It kind of absorbs this and kind of sizzles a little as it begins to rain gently.
I think Cygni closes her eyes for a minute and just listens to the sound of the rain on the leaves hit and pitter patter. For a moment, she's back. She flutters her eyes open and sees this little thing. We should go. You're welcome to
should.
come with. Or we can come back for you.
Kind of
Oh,
stays
that
with you
sound.
as long as you're in the woods. Would seem hesitant to leave the enclosure.
I'm going to... This is kind of weird. But I feel like because it's a celestial, it might work. I think Cygni will take a lock of her hair and give it to it. I think she'll literally like kind of pull off a tuft to the end, either take a small knife and cut it,
Proffers
up.
its antler,
and just
looking at the
Hand
ones
over.
that are around your antlers.
knowing that it's celestial, it can do whatever the fuck it wants. But if she wanted to find somebody, a piece of them would be helpful. If it doesn't want to leave the forest, then she can give this and it can come find her if it wishes to go back. Kind of leave it almost like an offering to a deity.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna
Take one of the ribbons from my hair, tie it
yeah,
around.
tie it around. Okay, okay.
Maybe a bell. I
Um,
start like stacking more and more items on it until I have it like.
You're a little surprised when it's after the bell and the ribbon. It takes the hair and it does bury the hair. Very protective of it.
If you ever need to find us, as we begin to kind of make our way to the edge of the wood,
Kind of chimes a goodbye.
Cygni tries not to cry as she pulls her eyes from the forest and from it and turns around.
The night elf, the drow, does. You're not sure, Lux, Owen, if he's keeping track of you guys or have noted. He keeps his eyes downcast on his knitting as you guys begin to move along through the forest.
Whoa.
Okay.
You said crocheting. They're
Thank
different.
you, crocheting. My bad. Fair. Showing my ignorance a little bit in the weaving of yarn.
I think Lux is gonna just to Owen. That's the dude that heard about the intake door thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's just us and them. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to try and get information out of him or just avoid him entirely. I don't particularly trust him.
I don't trust anybody. Information could be information. So. Even wrong information is still something.
We don't know what his allegiances are.
Okay.
Make an insight check or a history check, gang. Respectfully, everybody.
The insider history.
17 history? I guess I'll...
28 insight. Real fast. This is gonna be for either myself or Lux. But the potential to maybe impersonate Owen's grandfather could be something that we could do later on
You need a picture.
to get information.
You need to take a gander for some oil paintings or the like.
It's just an idea.
Rolled a 7 insight.
Okay.
2 on the dice. I've been rolling so bad.
My insight is plus 14. It's wonderful.
$17 from Jared. And I'm missing Hannah's.
We got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, very good. This guy seems to be in it for himself, ultimately. His interests are pretty macro-focused. And with a high history check as well. You would have heard tale of victims of the Chained Circle, a incredibly powerful faction that is not around anymore, resided in the north and was exposed and brought low. They have been gone for a few years now. So some rumor has gotten out about Thros. He's still pretty wealthy and moves in spaces, powerful wizard. And with such an high insight check, seems to be the type that will show up places unannounced or unwanted, sometimes snooping around for their own means and purposes, and powerful enough to get away. I'll say this as well with a 28 on the insight. The individual does seem to have clenched teeth, implying either high stress, which doesn't seem likely given their countenance or the presence of a healing crystal embedded on the roof of his mouth. Sharp teeth. A valuable crystal.
Have I ever seen another like? Wait, you said he was a drow?
Yeah. Like a jet blue to purple elf, white hair. Not incredibly common, but there have been a few along the way.
Have I ever seen a humanoid like that with sharp teeth?
No. No. Not a humanoid. We've seen demons that have done that kind of thing to themselves. But not a humanoid.
What's the matter with his mouth?
Almost like shark teeth.
I look over to Lux and Owen.
I don't remember if he explained when we met him previously or not. But it
I totally thought he was a
seemed
cannibal at first.
self-inflicted. He didn't seem like it was an ailment in particular. I also seem to remember he hated nobility, so it may be worth trying to extract some information out of him after all. I don't expect he's working with anyone here. And the Celestials seem to like him.
True. The fun.
Oh, I don't know that I was the one that saw that, actually.
Oh yeah, I think Cygni was the only one who saw that.
Rewind that.
What's the worst that can happen if we were to go talk to him?
He alerts the guards, and we have to flee.
Or we fight.
We're definitely illegally trespassing.
That would be a lot of people to take at once.
Yes.
But it's still
We'd also
possible.
get overwhelmed.
Hune, who has been here the whole time, goes, Thank you. There's something to be said about picking up a few of your things. Seems to be a transition period of some type. I think it comes down to who exactly finds out we're here. But, also, Halo kind of has since become a scarf.
Alright, who wants to talk to him?
Well, I
Cygni,
guess
great
not me.
face. That's
I
true.
just speak to anyone. Though I've told it's not my forte.
I mean, he
I'm
hasn't
gonna-
met me. But I also might not be the best to talk to him.
I suppose I interacted with him last time. I could be the one. I just not a extractor of information. Could use maybe a wingman, as it were. All right. Anyway, just yeah. I guess let's
Detect
go say hi.
thoughts.
Detect thoughts? Okay.
Yeah. For ease. Since you want backup, I'll give you backup.
Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. You approach, Owen.
Uh-oh.
And Cygni, you get within range to be able to use Detect Thoughts.
I have to stealth.
You can if you want to.
25.
25, okay. Belthira, Lux, you guys moving at all? Moving, staying away, moving in?
I am disguised as a servant at the moment. So I'm just gonna kind of go around the ground so I can kind of be in earshot, just doing miscellaneous things that might not be right.
Studying a leaf, making sure it's correct in places and proper. Lux?
Sorry, my Discord is having like the worst ping right now, and
Oh, no.
everybody's coming in crackly. So I'm a little worried that I'm coming in crackly.
You sound great.
No, you sound fine.
No? Okay. Okay.
Okay, no worries.
But yeah, I'll go in. I'm very persuasive.
Okay, perfect.
Very deceptive.
I would recommend taking a quick beat to close and reopen Discord. That'll probably get you sorted. Owen. As you approach, he kind of sits up, looks upwards. He doesn't look right to you, but you can tell you that you're in the periphery, and he kind of his hands fall still, and he goes, "The prodigal son returns."
Interesting meeting you here.
Turns, looks sideways at you. I get that a lot. I have a habit of showing up in fun places where interesting things are happening. You're alive.
Interesting. I'm alive.
Is the fire druid alive?
Yeah, no one has died.
Good. And Cygni, you sense genuine relief, and takes a moment to purposely remember as many names he can, and has a surprising list of the elders within your druid circle that has since passed, and he runs down those names almost ceremoniously. This is a normal thing for him, and you get a sense that he's really good with names and uses this to keep a long list of people that have passed, and has to kind of find the fire druid elders on his long list and purposely make a point to go down the list and refresh the names in his head. And they're not all perfect, but he says that.
And does he mention, like, my father, for example?
Yes.
Anyone in that kind of high up within? Okay.
Mhm.
Weird.
Mhm.
He thinks the name, and I think for a moment Cygni startles as she hasn't actually heard the name in a long time.
I would be remiss if something happened to that one.
Why so interesting?
I think I telepath into Owen's mind and I go, why?
Why so interested in the druids? I mean, they're important, I agree, but...
Looks in the direction of the burnt down forest. He goes, it's just... they didn't have to die. So quickly people look for a reason. Yes, it does happen quite often. I don't think that makes it any less sad, though. The fires couldn't be put out. The people of Imshal looked to the fire druids, the same druids who had always been there to help. Were always available to be called upon when things got out of hand in the city, or a grain silo went up or something. None of that mattered. They came for them with torches and pitchforks all the same. So, yes, I'm heartened that one remains.
So it's just the tragedy of it all? Is that what interests you?
Interests? No. And yes.
Okay.
What does his brain say?
It's just that. It can be both. You can be torn up about it and then still be also prioritizing other things as well. There is pain with this one, and you get the sense that he has stayed with this fire druid circle once or twice. His mind also keeps coming back to another name. Robin Ashfall. Robin Ashfall.
Do I recognize this name?
No. No, not at all. What brings you back?
Honestly, we came hunting a simulacrum. Have you seen any?
That room there. Points, he's in the middle of surrounded by buildings, but he turns and points. That room there, they're keeping 2 prisoners. One is a simulacrum.
Yeah, we guessed as much.
Hmm.
You been to see them yet?
No, they would never let me within. They don't tell me things. It's easy to make all of these people believe you can lie or be lied to easily. Staggering, really. When your ego becomes so inflated that you become blind to common sense. It's disturbingly easy. Besides, there's no one steering the ship, as it were.
I mean, the lack of the Lord of the House.
So you know. I'm surprised you're more adept than I would have assumed. How did you find out that there is no Lord Woden? It took me quite a bit of digging.
We asked the cook. Cook always knows.
He doesn't like me.
Feeds everyone in the house.
He says
Talks to
I should.
all of the servants.
He says I should only eat meat because all I have are canine teeth. It was a pretty good joke, I'll admit. But it seemed to genuinely upset him. Couldn't imagine why. He flashes you a big shark tooth grin. Where's the rest of your bunch? Kind of looks past you. Who's visible? Indeed. I believe Lux would be back there somewhere and kind of waves at you, Lux. I was trying to make mittens. I can't get the thumbs right. My question to you. Go ahead.
Oh, have you tried like double crochet?
I mean, hit him with it. Hit him with it.
My new hyperfixation. I'm sorry.
Sorry, it does go over my head. Would you like to step forward and give him some instructions on how to crochet?
Yeah, sure, fuck it.
Oh, hell yeah. You come over, and he kind of gives you a blank face as to what all you're saying. And go ahead and roll a performance or a persuasion.
Ooh. Oh, persuasion is a lot higher. I haven't rolled higher than a 9 this whole session. So that was a 7 plus, so 16.
It's okay. Adeptly, with proficiency, you're able to instruct him a little bit in a way that he is able to ingest and understand, and further his prowess.
Something that helps me when it comes to crocheting is when it comes to especially like a single crochet, or sorry, a double crochet, right?
Yeah.
You strangle the body, you stab it, you pull its intestines out, you tie it up again, and then you fucking drag it through the forest.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I see. And then rinse and repeat.
Exactly.
I was doing this entirely incorrectly.
Belthira is over, like, by this tree, like, looking at the bark, just, like, so wide-eyed, listening to this whole explanation.
How have you fared? Looks up to you, Lux.
What do you mean?
I imagine you've been on adventures.
Yes. I've been on many adventures.
Find anything out about that door?
The one that we met at?
This one could read that no one else could.
What am I picking up when he says that?
Greed. Curiosity and greed. It's ooh shiny though, and less menacing. You're getting almost a Freerin vibe of like, ooh, what's the shiny over here? I've got to kind of peel it apart and understand it. How can I use it? And there is a certain amount of like, I'll use this to become safer or more powerful or something like that. But wizards,
But not like, this is the key to end the world, sort of.
Mm-mm.
Cool. Just double check.
Yeah, no, it's a good question.
We may have uncovered something about that door.
Hmm.
What would such information be worth to you?
Okay, now we're talking. He's got to put his stuff aside. You need
Let's
not
fix it
for
up.
finances. You pick it up and probably start doing way better than he ever could. And that will actually kind of like be something he keeps like coming back to with a bit of a tick. And Cygni, you're getting a lot of like, by the gods, how the fuck? Just
He does his best to stifle a laugh behind the tree.
You need not for currency. I hear you were around for the fall of Haverbeak. Not very surprised he got what was coming. I will admit that it made me very happy to hear. What could a nobleman, an assassin, and a druid need?
What do you know about what my grandfather is doing?
Ah. Oh. He created these guilds, and he's using it to subvert the aristocracy entire. He's essentially taken their money through these common folk that he's risen up. And he's going to... In that room over there, he points to another room. An avatar of despair is pinned to the wall. All of this is going to be under Woden's name. Any record of this place belonging to the Fane has already been extinguished. And for a second time, it looks around for a fire druid he doesn't see. This Woden family that does not actually exist is going to take the fall. This place is going up. It's going to be loud. I thought I'd sneak around and see what I could find before it was detonated. How's that for grateful? I hated Haverbeak.
He seemed awful. I broke his chair.
You also died.
Did you get any crystals?
The cost was high. No.
Roll deception.
I'm not good at deception. That's a 4.
Total?
Yeah.
He kind of nods, not showing his hand that he caught your lie.
This is why I wanted to play with
You missed an opportunity, for certain. Not even you, thief, says Deluxe. No
I
ill-gotten goods.
I didn't take any. Personally.
Nods along. A missed opportunity.
that door. Vintic, it was labeled.
Yes. Vintic. Like the dragon.
Like the dragon, but not the dragon. It's also
Vintic.
a plane. It's a door to another plane.
This is probably the most exposed he's ever appeared to you all. This tasty detail, this secret that you've just given him completely occupies his mind. And he sits back completely like... I'm not saying you should attack him or anything like that. I'm saying if ever there was a time, you've learned how to make that window moving forward or pounce upon this one, as it were. But he kind of sits back and just... Vintic.
We go back to the Cygni cam. What
Yes.
kind of juicy tidbits are we getting downloaded
What
right
am I
now?
getting here?
Well, this is new information, so you feel like you're watching someone try with a puzzle piece trying to find a hole to put it in to make it fit somewhere. So you're going to make well, you're getting surface level thoughts, but he is wholly enamored by this secret you've just given him. He remembers something clearly. And you smell chalk. You sense a professor that comes to his mind. A wizard, perhaps, in an arcane college. He can't quite remember the name of the professor, but it stands out in his mind. And immediately it's, how do I get this guy to tell me and it's a similar conundrum that he's running into with Owen, in which case he's used to just bribing people with money, but these days he's moving in circles that doesn't work, and he's flummoxed by this, and so he's trying to but one thing does become clear: he doesn't resort to blackmail in his mind.
I'll telepath to Owen. He doesn't know what he can give you.
He has given some, but you're right. He is moving back and forth throughout things. He doesn't mention the professor. You're not sure if he's hesitant to give that name. You don't know the reason why he's hesitant to give this name.
But I thought he didn't or couldn't recall the...
Or not his name, but the information about him. Thank you, you're correct, yes.
Sure.
Absolutely. But surface level, you don't know the machinations exactly involved.
I mean, we're deep enough in the conversation. I've read his mind a bit. We've got a bit. Let's push in. Let's
Okay.
do wisdom saving throw. May as well. I think we've gotten all the surface level thoughts we're gonna get. So.
If I succeed in this roll, he will be aware that someone is probing his mind, yes?
Correct.
11 plus 4 for a 15.
Not gonna do it.
Whoa.
Give me the info.
Oh my
What's
god.
the brain? Let me probe. I
Okay.
get all of it now.
Okay. Oh
Moving
god.
around, getting in between the folds.
Okay. Interesting. There is a professor who has recently studied a faction known as the Cognoscenti, which is a really fun Italian word for person that is proficient with the thing. But a faction known as the Cognoscenti, and this is a faction that Thros regards with trepidation. This is a faction that seems to have returned to this realm through means he's still trying to understand. Vintic. He had heard this name from this professor. This professor that studied the Cognoscenti. History professor. The Eld would like this one if they were able to get along with each other, which is not likely. Have a picture. I'm not sure if you get pictures with this spell, but I want to give this picture. Pop. The cognoscenti are individuals, and Allie, you can post the first picture for me, pretty please. The cognoscenti are halo-wielding individuals, not necessarily celestials, but in their origin, supposedly, there is celestial magic at play. This is not the first time Steen has heard of the cognoscenti, but it is... Belthira is old enough to know of the cognoscenti.
Hell yeah, she is.
Hang on, I gotta figure out if they were around. But the window works. Yeah. You were around before the Shadowfell became Woan Owed. Because that was a long time ago. But the Holy War... Yeah, I'm just placing you in the timeline real quick. Holy War was long before that.
We cooking, chat.
Yeah, we'll get to that. I'm going to chew on that a little bit. But Belthira has yet to hear this information, so I've got a little buffer room there. Trepidation. And still no name. Still no name to be garnered. Owen, you do register that this place is marked to go down. This building is marked for detonation. But make a history check.
I've got inspiration. Better. 12? Sorry, 11.
You suddenly question whether or not your grandfather is actually on their way here, or if that was just stated and on the schedule. But if your grandfather was to detonate this place, then there is the means to detonate this place in place, and therefore he would never be anywhere near it. Which means you're actively in danger. And Thros has concluded that he's got time because the grandfather's supposed to be here for this big banquet later that your sister is arriving at. And there's an avatar in the corner, in a back room, and there's a simulacrum prisoner in another room. There's a whole lot of evidence that will be pinned on a family, a house family that Thros believes does not actually exist, not in its upper elite. You never.
How did you say you knew there was going to be a detonation here?
They installed a halo underground I've seen it. Here. And he's going to how would he do this? Casts a spell that is much like a charcoal, not charcoal, but like the kind of drawing that is just really
Graphite?
fast. Yeah, like graphite.
Or
And does this kind of somewhat mediocre indication of a subterranean halo, massive, the size of the building, beneath the ring that is the building. From what I can tell, it's going to crater this land. Or something, I'm not sure.
Would you know how to stop it?
I simply thought I might be able to slip in before it went off and see what I can pluck. I mean, I'll be honest, it hadn't occurred to me. He sits back in the casual way he is able to dismiss deaths wholesale is shocking. Cygni, there's no bump in the numbness, the profound numbness of this individual.
He thinks that he has time. But we probably don't have time. Does he give any indication in his mind just how big this is? Like, it goes off, it takes...
Building and surrounding area, maybe a couple buildings surrounding, but not a city leveler or even a district leveler. This will be this whole area is going up real fast or down real fast in some way, shape, or form, to the speed that the skyships move. So there will be some residual rocks falling upon the city as a whole, but that would defeat the purpose of taking this building out in the first place if you took out the entire government. And Idaric Fane's schemes involve essentially supplanting the aristocracy of Toil with a monopoly of guilds.
I think Cygni will wander out from behind.
Ah. Well. Oh, you've changed.
You haven't. We need to leave. I'll look to Owen.
No, we've got to stop what's going to happen.
Do you know how?
I don't. I was hoping he would.
Looking at
Oh,
him,
let me-
seeing if she can probe it.
Oh.
She's still in his head, so seeing
He-
if a flash of anything comes to
His
mind.
thoughts go to powerful wizards who have long since been slain. And his thoughts then go to the wizard colleges locally, or the court arcanist, or anyone who might be able to nullify a large area of magic. And the lists he keeps are those of people he's lost or otherwise. And so he kind of just shrugs with this shocking, like, dichotomy between powerful mourning and what's been done to him and so many people, and a numbness for new deaths. There's this strange separation with this guy. Belthira?
Could this be something that could be stopped or like attempted to stop by clerics, meaning because clerics aren't allowed on the property, like aren't allowed there, so like could
Potentially.
clerics have something to do with the potential disarming? I feel like we'd have to
A lot of powerful clerics in the capital.
Cygni just looks at it and goes, "Where? How do we get to it?" In the hope that, because he said he'd seen it, that wherever it is in the building flashes in his head for a moment.
It's underground, the entire hallway that goes around. Installed and buried. I've seen the blueprints. It's I had to send a familiar down one of the toilets, so I wouldn't recommend that, but surely there's other means.
I think I looked to Owen. This is his home.
I would make a history check at advantage.
Cygni cares more about getting the deer out than she does saving the building.
17.
17. There was a pond that was in this garden that used to be this garden. And it was not a natural pond. There was definitely some rudimentary plumbing that got a little more and more sophisticated over time. There's kind of a pump room. And there used to be kind of a trap door around here somewhere.
I seem to recall a pump room entrance here somewhere.
Well, that would have been quite useful. It's as clean as you can reach.
As much as I enjoy chit-chatting, we are standing on top of a series of landmines.
We'll be
think
fine.
As I don't believe you, frankly. Looking back to the others and now ignoring Vant, who has...
It should be a door. Is there anyone... Does anyone have any ability to cover a lot of ground very quickly to find an entrance? I think it's over here somewhere.
Halo? Find.
Spores.
On it.
Is there any way to contact your sister Owen and to tell her not to come? Just in case this place does go up?
I mean, I don't know. Sending or have...
I don't have sending either.
I don't know a way.
I could send a bird. And Hune like relaxes because he had started like, you know, tightening his boots because he was just gonna start running. And he kind of bird will
Wait,
be
we
good.
are in the city, aren't we? So like, how far away is it?
You can see the tower in the distance through the rainy
in
clouds.
figures.
It's pretty far. It'd probably take a good half hour of dead running.
Yeah. Definitely farther than 120 feet.
Yeah.
Plus the stairs.
Yeah, a lot of stairs. Belthira?
Was I close enough to hear the last part about like finding the pump room or like the trap door?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. So just imagine this fucking servant who's just like rooting around bushes right now trying to find things.
Yeah, as you're go ahead and roll investigation. But you just as you're going and kind of digging around this small little cloud of spores that stays about a quarter inch off the ground, just begins to spiderweb through the area.
16.
16. You find it before Halo does. You're digging around in one particular gnarl of roots and shrubbery when you find a latch that kind of rustily kind of pops up, almost like a door knocker, just in the floor, as it were.
Can I check for traps?
Yes, by all means. Roll investigation.
Can you imagine if entering into the space triggers the whole thing and we all go up?
Oh my god. Beth, I swear to god.
I kid.
11.
You do not perceive any traps.
Alright. I'm gonna do a whistle to try to get the party's attention. And I'm gonna nod my head.
Gross. If you help us, I'll tell you what kind of plane it is.
You know, and Cygni just fireworks. Kind of looks at you suspiciously, and Cygni would register that he's like, I believe that he knows, and he's just the beginnings of Thros, like kind of honing in on Owen for the first time, not in like a romantic sense or anything like that, but in like a I need to learn more about this individual who like it's not necessarily a good thing. It's not like a creepy thing. I'm saying it's greed. You know, it's what a useful individual. You know, it's landing on his radar. Yeah.
Yep.
An up and comer. As he gets up and continues on with everybody else, we'll see what we can do.
I will head back towards Belthira, and I will sever the connection with this guy, and therefore he knows that I've been in his head.
He kind of stops and then slows down a little bit so that he comes alongside you as you guys are moving towards this spot, and he goes, "You only need to ask."
There is no time.
And soon the party is looking over these gnarled roots that have grown over this trapdoor. Moss covers the area, and both Halo and this little fawn celestial kind of look back and forth.
I'm gonna repeatedly press digitation it so it's clean.
Can I history check to see if the door was trapped?
I don't know if you...
Like if we used to trap it back in the day? Was it normal
Sure.
for us to trap our door?
I wouldn't say it was trapped back in the day. You don't have to roll, but it's certainly possible that it could be trapped now.
True.
Given
but we didn't use to.
the access. Yeah, you didn't used to.
So I probably won't think of it being trapped right now. So.
I'll just throw up a detect magic just for like a baseline of...
The floor becomes such potent celestial magic to your senses that you are briefly gobsmacked. You are full stunned.
Godsmacked.
Yeah, full stunned.
Standalone.
In awe.
Inside.
And
Cygni just stops as she comes closer and just kind of like wobbles back and forth. Probably has to put a hand on Thros or whatever, who's still like toddling beside her. Steadies herself. Okay. Does it seem like it's the same kind of magic energy sort of stuff that's coming from the little
so
guy?
glad you asked.
Is it good celestial or
it's-
bad celestial?
Think of a like funnel that like a hourglass shaped funnel that in the center is this fawn, and forcing the indenting is the halo. So we're getting this concentrated celestial magic from this fawn's presence in the center of the halo, or more or less very close to it. And that's why this forest has been allowed to grow so quickly. They're almost opposites magnetically.
Does it kind of seem like maybe the fawn might be instrumental in doing the thing that it's gonna do?
It's hard to tell, it does seem pretty conspicuous.
Because it was saying that this place that it was getting fed and things like that, which means that in some capacity.
True. You were linked with its mind, and it was referring to a certain amount of it was being taken care of, in the sense that it did seem to form after the fires and was slightly mindless and wandering until it was picked up, and you're not sure by Woden or by Fane, but it seems like they're all to a certain degree one and the same. But I would say that its presence is amplifying, the halo is amplifying its powers significantly, in a inverse way of opposition.
It's benefiting from the thing. The thing is not integral to. It's not integral to the thing.
Belthira, make a religion check. But also, what were you gonna say, Belthira? You're in the right vein, but it's wobbly.
19. Nice. What was it? Religion?
Yeah.
Dirty 30. I was going to say, my hypothesis is that this little guy is being used in something. So if it were to explode, would killing this entity be like a tragedy, like a blasphemous act?
Oh, to the Pantheon, no. As it is unaffiliated with any of the Pantheon. It is not an angel of any of the Pantheon or anything like that. It seems to be its own thing. And your mind goes to the child prophet that's rumored to be about in the capital, and you wonder if there's a correlation. No, what you believe is happening here is that it was instrumental in creating the halo. It got the halo to separate. It got whatever magic and arcane influence, whatever have you, to be dropped in the middle and part away from it just correctly enough to form the range of the halo, if that makes sense. So, sorry, Cygni, a long walk to say yes, but not necessarily in that it's good in the part that is detonative, but in the part that created the halo in the first place.
Yeah, removing it's not going to do anything because it's already made. Got it. Cool. Just wanted to double check.
That's a good question.
I may genuinely send the little guy with our furball friend here. I might send him with just the little ones and be like, run that way. Because I don't want them here in case this thing goes up.
Belthira, you come to these conclusions. Cygni, you come to these conclusions. It's kind of two different. Yeah, you guys kind of have the two different pieces of the puzzle, and you're able to form this really strange, inverse deific magic. And both of you are coming at the arcane from different angles, and you're able to bounce off of each other, and it's Belthira, you've never even heard of anything celestial that was out of the pantheon of the 12. You've heard of primordials and elementals and all of that and the like, but never celestials that don't fall into that bracket of 12.
I am gonna relay like the information of this to the party, and as I'm relaying it, I'm gonna drop the illusion because I've been a servant this whole time.
He looks to you, Thros. Ewan does make a point of like moseying around behind Thros. Just in case. Watching everyone's back. And Thros kind of looks you up and down and goes, interesting. Wouldn't have guessed the cleric of death to be involved. You're a cryptic bunch. Crypt? No? Alright, that's fair.
Walking down the
I'm just gonna like
the massive bomb.
just deadpan.
Well, yeah, super valid. You
Just terrorists.
with Lux's arcane administrations, you eventually show and get all the dirt and grass and bits out of the way, but you can't get any of the roots out of the way, which kind of sprawl across the trapdoor. And that is barring our way a
I
bit.
wave my hand. I druid craft them to go away.
Okay.
'Cause I can technically move plant life.
Well done. This takes a bit, and you as a furbolg are able to speak at, but not with, plants and animals, and so there is a certain amount of, like, scooch. Scram.
I get down on my knees and I go, "Hello. If you'd mind, I'd really like to get below, so if you could just kind of scoot out the way. Please, thank you." And I'll, like, slowly begin to kind of, like, pick, like, the tip of it and begin to, like, peel them back with the druid craft, slowly moving them and unweaving. It's a little bit like frogging a sweater, trying to, like, get all of them, to unfurl. It means to unravel.
Yeah. Oh, and you're
More crocheting terms.
oh, and you start developing, like, restless leg syndrome in one of your legs, but soon.
I'm just clenching, unclenching.
Yeah. Soon it's all done away, and the trapdoor is no longer blocked.
Get any magic from it?
Hard to tell. There's so much celestial magic here. Make an Arcana check.
I'll say if she doesn't immediately pick it up, she's not gonna go. They're on a time limit.
Very fear coded, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it's like, I don't have time for this. I'll pull the trapdoor open.
Okay.
If I blow up, I blow up.
On well-oiled hinges, this trapdoor opens up, and you see a small ramp kind of going down into a stone enclosure. And immediately this noise permeates. And just as that happens, Thros casts silence. And silence blankets the area so that the noise might not alert anyone. And the party steps down and can see this mass arcane halo in this, this maybe 10-foot subfloor that goes for the duration of the estates. Blinding white-blue light in every direction. White-green light in every direction of this halo. And, No shadow can exist here. There's a few bodies. A few individuals that have been slain and stashed away. One corpse. No. They all seem to be individuals dressed in Woden's garb, and they've had to be taken care of. Oh no.
How fresh are they?
I was waiting on it.
Varying degrees. Varying degrees. Yeah, varying degrees of decay. I'd say the most recent one is maybe a day old.
A day old's a day old. That's within our time frame.
Hune closes the trap door behind him as the party filters down into this open, empty area. There's just the corpses.
Bro's just gonna be so confused. You're just gonna get down on your knees and just start munching.
Well, I mean, I don't have like crazy shark teeth like he does, so I'm just gonna whip out my dagger and I'm just gonna like punch the base of its skull and just kind of yank to try to like pop it open.
You know, in frat houses where they do the bottom of the beer.
Talk about shotgunning a beer can.
Yeah, you shotgun a person.
Just do that.
You get a lot of that windfall, by the way.
Thros.
We're still in silence, right?
No, you guys are under it now.
Oh, okay.
And that kind of noise continues. And the look of shock and then confusion, but that's cannibalism. That
is what I've been saying.
Yeah.
It's only for information. It's one of the oldest.
It's mechanized cannibalism.
I don't know what mechanized means.
It means you're not just eating it for eating its sake. You're getting some kind of arcane benefit from You're eating a brain right now. Interesting. Okay. Apologies. Just caught off guard. Just
okay.
continuously blinks and blinks. It's okay.
Never not to be able to picture that now. I think as you crack a brain open, Cygni's gonna move in deeper.
Okay. You start walking along.
Start exploring.
Yeah, and soon there's this. It's not quite heat. It's almost like cold. As you get closer and closer to the edge of this white-green halo, you taste parsley. Just by getting closer and closer, just a very vivid parsley flavor. And soon there's a little bit of resistance that you're able to kind of push through as it gets colder and colder. And it is worth mentioning that touching this thing would likely resolve in losing the hand. Judging by what you've seen in the days of creating these ships and how these halos work with the sky ships.
Just make sure you don't touch it.
This is his arm.
Cygni having raised a hand. Pulls back.
Go ahead.
Lux is looking for a way to, like, shut this thing off and turn it down. If there's any way that she can, like, history check or arcana
Can I-
or
Yeah,
something.
make,
She has
Can I
to
give her
spell
the help
magic.
action?
She's not sure if that works.
Help action, sure thing.
Crazy. Big bomb. Just dispel. Done. Easy.
Yeah, go ahead and make an arcana check. Owen can make a history check. Belthira is eating gray matter.
Do I get the help action from Cygni?
I will give the help action if Feff will allow.
I will.
I mean, I got a 12.
I've rolled 2 14s for a dirty 20.
Okay. They're. Oh, the little paws. The little scamper. Dirty 30. Let's go.
Funny.
Real quick, Belthira, what you learn is that there's just these assassinations that are happening of the Woden remnants as they begin to clean up all of the people they've hired in to kind of that they've convinced are working for a lord who is very secretive and very tucked away. And there's little things here and there, whether they start catching on or they're just in the wrong place, wrong time, or that's just, we're blowing this place. Let's make sure that this person, many, days prior or whatever, has to go off somewhere, but is actually just put down here, and murdered. There's a Freaquin needed to use or create these halos, beings of light. A Freaquin would be able to manipulate these individuals, and Lux, you've seen a Freaquin, I believe. You've interacted with a Freaquin before? I am relatively certain you have. On the ship that crashed. Freaquin would have been on
far
that
back.
board.
Okay.
And there's no Freaquin to be had. There's no Freaquin to be seen. But that doesn't mean we're out of options.
You said a big ship would fit perfectly. That have a Freaquin on it.
Yep. But now we don't know if that ship's ever gonna arrive. It's never been done, but it's never been tried. It is, Lux, technically a bipedal form.
Oh. Oh.
You could give it a go.
I could give it a go?
Above table.
Yeah, love to
What?
be a Freaquin.
Just transform
I'm a
into
freak,
a
not a Freaquin. Sorry.
Do you have like the ability to turn into a frequent?
Yeah.
It's never been tried.
Maybe. DM's saying it's possible.
DM's putting the
Oh!
little idea in your head.
Changeling.
Yeah.
Oh! Stop! My brain's like, what do you
You're
mean
good.
I could be a frequent? What
You're good.
the- Right. Oh. Holy.
Exactly. It would never. It's a being made of light. It's not something that you've never heard of it being done or even attempted.
Oh. I could be a frequent.
You wonder if you'd still have the scar.
Just add a little salt. We need a frequent. We don't have a frequent. It might be possible for me to turn into one. It's never been tried.
Is
Never
it
been
dangerous?
done.
Why wouldn't that kill you?
This whole thing is dangerous.
As they're discussing this, Belthira is gonna walk up to them and just like wipe her mouth and just be like, ugh. That was gross. And then relay the information to the party.
Chloroplast.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be a frequent. You would have changed into a frequent, which means that when you enter into the end, can I point to this pulsing green light? Actually, it'd be torn to shreds.
Look. They don't. Can I try and remember how frequens interact with the thing?
They sit in a metal box with no lid or lock. There is no door or window inside this metal box. And it is external. There is some kind of reaching out and bending this halo to their will in some way, shape, or form. But these are people who do this professionally. The Frequent live on the rings of the sun, and professionals have since arrived here with a bit of a working setup with the Fane family and others, mostly the Fane, firstly the Fane, to wield these halos so that their skyships might travel at insane speeds. You would be going into this blind. And that's all the time we have for this episode. Chat, thank you so much for being here. I'm very excited to pick this up in September. Party gets to sit with this bomb tension for a hot minute.
Hey, Feff, I know where you live.
Uh-huh. And?
She's gonna turn into a frequent and climb down your throat.
When I get you, Ricky! Ricky, when I get you! I hope everyone has had a fun time, but unfortunately we are out of it and must continue onward. The summer series is around the corner. Phenomenal DMs such as Kiki Does Stuff, Hugger Mugger James, Critical Dice Jason, and of course the illustrious Ben Brainerd are all taking a crack and it's going to be lots of fun. I'm very excited. I'm Mr. Feffers, the primary Dungeon Master at the Longshot table. We have more to announce about Season 8, but it'll have to wait as we are getting into said summer series. If you want to get caught up on the 4 weekly streamed campaigns that we've just officially wrapped up, the Terraform one excluded, with little asterisks for the Terraform one, you can head on over to the YouTube. It's called Longshot, and your subscription there goes a long way for us as it does here. We are just as partnered there as we are here, and thank you for being here. This has been very fun. Gang, I'm proud of y'all, and I'm honored and consistently thankful to be amongst such talented peers. Yeah, I'm gonna pass it to you guys, but we're gonna gear up for a raid, so don't go anywhere yet. And if you want to talk shop theories or check your bingo, head on over to the Discord. We are as chaotic as we are wholesome, and we use it for various visual aids. Don't forget to check off the rules or react to the rules so that you might have access. Lux. Pingu. Take it away.
Can I get my hands on you, Feff?
I'm in danger.
Yes. Yo, what up? I'm Jet, or Pingu, also known as Cos.Pingu, across the interwebs. Yeah, you'll find me here in September. Playing Lux. Probably not for long, we'll see. How dare you? And you can find me on Tuesdays over on Tales Guild for Tales of Ages, playing as my star girl Astra. I've been sick and missed a bunch of sessions, but hopefully I'll come back soon. Ugh.
Yeah.
And I do art commissions. I've got so much time this summer to do art commissions. I could probably get them out in like a day or two. Like I'm just saying, my queue is completely empty and I'm out of work, kind of, you know. Yeah. I'm gonna yeet it over to Hannah.
Hello, my name's Hannah, also known as Hannah Plays D&D everywhere on the internet. I do cool shit. Come follow me. I'm busy. I'm doing things like D&D Castle. I'll be at Gen Con. I'll be running panels. I'll be at Dungeons and Cabins, and then I'll be back to D&D Castle, and then I might be doing another cool thing that I can't quite talk about yet, but I might be touring some parts of the UK, maybe. So go check that out when it happens. It would be cool. Check me out everywhere I start playing, and check me out everywhere else Hannah Plays D&D. If the name's not there, then neither am I, and I will see you in September. Cygni's not feeling good, but I am going to take that deer home, and that's the important thing. And I'll throw it on over to Steenker.
Hi, I am Christina Steener Steenker, whichever you want to call me. I played Belthira tonight. I was your resident brain muncher. And yeah, that what an episode tonight. I'm very curious to see what happens to Lux, because that's gonna be fun.
We're not letting her climb into a nuclear reactor.
No.
Let's put the fork in the particle accelerator. Let's put the fork.
But
could be fun.
It could be. Who knows?
You could also. I feel like the mom of the
Give it a
group
shot.
being like, no, don't put your fingers in the socket.
Normally that's my job, but that's over at this Linquill. I'm mom over there. Here I'm a little more chaotic. But yeah, you can find me here every Thursday and Sunday, starting September for Rotten Toil as Belthira, and Amara in this Linquill for Sundays. And I'm all over the internet. Just look up Steenker, Steenker, sometimes with 3 hours depending on the platform. I'll be at the Oregon Ren Fair the next weekend. for the pirate weekend. So if you're going, yell ahoy matey at me, or my husband, who's the featured creator, Shaden. So that's kind of it. Maybe be on the lookout in Twitch. I might start streaming because I have nothing to fucking do this summer. So okay, I pass it up to Jared.
Yo, Jared. Also Owen. We snuck into my childhood home today. Found out it was gonna blow up, but then my grandfather was gonna do it, and that can't happen. Also, the chef was nice, so we can't let him die. Yeah, you know, I wish we had more time, but we didn't.
Yeah.
So we make the best of it, and my light automatically dimmed just now. So, how convenient! How convenient that
Nighttime.
was. Here
It's
it is.
like the
Okay.
theater.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm done. Actually, I don't have anything else. Got no more voice.
Is that everybody?
Yes.
Okay, well, everybody pile into this raid. Have an excellent rest of your evening. We're gonna kick it with the J, veteran of the Longshot table. Phenomenal bean. Go show him some love. Bye-bye. More information about Summer Series and all that